Hello everyone, I'm Ola from Madrid. That's in Spain. Before you ask, no, I'm not a boy. Although, according to everyone else, I sure look like one. 6 feet tall, broad shoulders, and hair like a lion's mane. No matter how hard I try, I'm still not girly enough. Take that! How do you like me now?
Nice hoop, dude. You're a monster.
What? I'm a girl, you dum-dum.
What? No way.
Yes way, dude.
Wow, you look like a dude.
And now you look like a fool just lying there. Being mistaken for a boy used to be fun and all. It never really was a problem until we got to middle school and, people started liking people. How am I supposed to get boys to like me if they always think I'm one of them? And yeah, it doesn't exactly help that I keep beating them in basketball either. It especially sucks when I reach high school. Girls my age are getting boyfriends left and right. There's practically a new couple at school every single day. A typical day pretty much goes like this. Did you hear that Tom and Remy are dating now? Oh, that's my best friend Kiki. She's a social justice warrior, and the best thing in my life.
Seriously? Remy? Tom's going out with Remy? He didn't even know she existed until she suddenly walked up to him and confessed her feelings.
I told you, boys are shallow and all the same. They just like whoever likes them. Well, if it's so easy, then why haven't I got a boyfriend yet? I'm not listening to this again. Your nonsense love me, choose me rant. Just look at them. What does Remy have that I don't? Seriously, do you want a list? One thing you have to know about Kiki and I is that we are so different. While I am 6 feet tall, she is barely 5 foot. Kiki takes matters seriously and likes to be on the right side of everything. I, on the other hand, just want a boyfriend. But even with our differences, I know she always has my back. And I got hers too. I thought I would be stuck with my non-existent love life forever. That is, until one fateful day. We're protesting the cutting of the oak trees in the park tomorrow. Be there. I don't want to come. The sun is gonna burn, and last time we tied ourselves to a tree, I had rashes for days. Our ecosystem is being destroyed, and you're worried about rashes? Suck it up. Fine. Have you invited any cute boys? Lord, have mercy on you. And almost on cue, the craziest thing happened. The most beautiful boy walked into the hallway. When I saw him, my heart stopped, and I felt butterflies dance in my stomach. God, his eyes were blue like the ocean, and I could just swim in them. He walked up to me, and I felt faint.
Hello? Where's the principal's office?
Right down the hall, take a left.
Thanks.
Oh my God, did you see him? That's the most beautiful boy in the world. If he is, then we are all doomed. I am going to marry him. Congratulations, but you might need to figure out how to talk to him first. Let's go to class, Mrs. Wife. Thoughts of him consumed me. I kept replaying our little interaction in my mind. Everywhere I go, I could tell he was a new student, but I couldn't figure out how to see him again. Only that I didn't even need to figure it out. Turns out, fate already has it in store for us to meet once more. It was the semifinals of the basketball regional championships. As usual, I was killing it on the court, and the crowd was cheering my name. I looked up, and there he was, in that very same crowd. My heart stopped. Oh my God! I wanted him to notice me so bad, but I didn't want him to think I was a dude with the way I was playing, so I switched it up. I tried to act more feminine and flip my hair the way I've seen models do in shampoo commercials. I was so caught up in my own little show that suddenly, ouch! Someone tackled me hard to the ground.
Hola, what are you doing?
I ignored the coach and kept staging poses, and of course I was off my game. Coach had to get me off of the court immediately, and yet when I looked up, I saw him smiling at me. I might have just embarrassed myself, but it was worth it. After the game, which we lost by the way, everyone was on my case. My coach and, of course, Kiki. What in the coconuts was that? Were you having a seizure? No, better. He was there, the boy from the hallway. Wait, so what I'm getting is that you just blew off the semifinals for a boy whose name you don't even know? You let your whole team down. For a boy? When you put it like that, it sounds so serious. Right here is the line. That line goes from being adorable to being desperate, and you just crossed it. Get it together. Kiki was not the only person upset with me. In fact, the whole school was pissed. Everyone hissed and snarled whenever I walked past. Gosh, who knew the championships was that important to everyone? Even in the cafeteria, I could feel everyone staring me down. Thank God Kiki was there with me. God, I don't think they will ever forgive me. Please, they will forget all about it soon. Once the next hot gossip drops. Luckily for me, I didn't even have to wait that long, because just a few seconds later, the most incredible thing happened. There he was again! And on top of that, he was heading straight to our table.
Sup, my name's Ricky. Nice game the other day.
I had to pinch myself. Did the boy of my dreams just casually start talking to me? Thank you on her behalf. She is usually more talkative than this. Yeah. Thanks. Are you new?
Yep, my parents just moved here from the UK.
So you're European. That's so dope.
It's alright, I guess. So what's fun around here? Can you guys show me around?
Of course. Hang on. If you want to hang out with us, we have certain rules. Things that are important to us. Ricky, do you care about trees, and are you willing to occasionally protest about trees and birds?
Sure.
He is in. I could barely even believe it. Ricky was one of us. He hung out with us every day and even joined protests with Kiki. We talked and laughed together all the time. It was perfect. Until it wasn't anymore. It was Valentine's Day, and everywhere was buzzing with love.
A kid in the cafeteria dressed as Cupid came up to our table while we were eating.
Hey, lovebirds, would you want a prediction from Cupid?
Nah, these are my guys. We're just friends.
Whatever. My heart broke into a million pieces. Did I just get publicly friend-zoned? All I knew was that I had to get out of there. I think I must have eaten a bad egg or something, so, I gotta dash. Bye, guys. I hid in a bathroom stall and couldn't stop tears from streaming down my cheeks. Then I heard someone banging on the door. Ola, are you okay? No, I'm not. Didn't you hear him? He thinks I'm just one of the boys, like all the other boys. Come on, Ola, I don't think he meant it like that.
Maybe he just didn't want to confess feelings in front of a little kid.
You don't understand. You have no clue how this feels. Being friend-zoned by a boy you love. Love? Now you're being dramatic. I don't want to hear it. I know how I feel. I love him, and I will make him love me. I am not one of the boys, and he will see that. I have no clue if I should be terrified or glad that your spirit is up again. My mind was made up.
Ricky needed to see that I wasn't just one of his guys, that I could be girlfriend material too.
That night, when I got home, I gave myself a full makeover. I traded off all of my sports jerseys and cargo pants for floral dresses and dainty high heels. Kiki got dragged along to go shopping with me. Her disapproval was very obvious, but I didn't care. The next morning, I wore the prettiest ruffled skirt with a brand new pair of heels. I spent hours turning my thick curls straight and silky. I even followed a full makeup tutorial. Even at home, everyone was already amazed by my new look. And at school, the boys were blown away.
Who is that? Hey, hottie, are you new?
The attention made me feel heady as I walked toward my locker to meet Kiki. So, what do you think? I think those heels are a little too high for school.
Hey, guys. Wow, Ola, you look
Yes?
different. Off to class. See you guys.
Seriously? That's it? Different? I've been up all morning and all I got was a different? Not to side with the boy, but you actually do look different. Ugh! I was so angry and frustrated that I kicked the lockers with my foot, completely forgetting I was wearing heels. I fell so hard on the ground. Ouch! Oh god, that's bad. I think you sprained your ankle. Yep, I was down on the ground in the hallway, crying in pain. My whole pretty girl act suddenly felt ridiculous, and what was supposed to be admiring looks from other students quickly turned into giggles and stares.
Oh, I remember her now. It's that basketball chick. I thought you were a dude.
Just when I thought the day couldn't get any worse, the doctor told me that my stupid injury was so bad that I had to sit out for the whole season. I felt so hopeless. I returned to school in the ugliest cast and crutches. My new look lasted just one day, and yet it cost me a whole basketball season. Now I was the center of attention for all the wrong reasons. On the bright side, Ricky was being the sweetest person ever. He helped me carry my bags without me even asking, and always made time to check up on me. I could feel a breakthrough in our relationship. A spark was growing, I was sure of it. One day, as we were all walking home after school, he suddenly turned to me and asked,
Hey, so everyone's going to the fair this weekend. Do you, maybe want to come with us? If you're worried about moving around, we can always carry you.
We?
Fine, me. I'll carry you anywhere.
Sure, I'll come. That evening, I was on cloud 9. I wore my best dress, even though my cast kinda got in the way, and I did the most glamorous makeup look ever. When Ricky came to pick me up, he couldn't help himself as I walked down the stairs.
Wow, Ola, you look
Different?
I was going to say beautiful.
The fair was a blast. We had so much fun, and I was so glad I came.
Let's go bob for apples. That's my favorite.
No thanks, too unhygienic. I'll come.
big mistake. I forgot I had layers of makeup on. When I dipped my head in, my makeup smeared and I transformed into the boogeyman. I even made a child scream and cry. I ran to the bathroom to wash my face, too mortified to even face Ricky. But when I came out, I couldn't find either him or Kiki. I went behind the carousel and found Ricky talking with another girl. She was so pretty. It painfully reminded me of how hideous I had looked just seconds ago, and my heart couldn't take it. There you are. I got apples like a normal person. Hey, why are you crying? Oh, Ola, I am so sorry. I'm such a fool. Let's go home. We left without telling him. I had nothing else left to say to Ricky after that. I avoided him in school, stopped taking his calls. I was done fooling myself over him. I focused on getting better, and after a few weeks, my cast was off. I still needed crutches, but it was progress. I gave 100% of my attention to basketball, and my spirits were slowly lifting again. So what if I wasn't as feminine or graceful as other girls? I liked myself just the way I was, and someday I'd find someone who felt the same. A love built on lies could never bring real happiness anyway. Then one evening, I was watching a game at home when I heard the doorbell. Kiki, why are you ringing the doorbell? You know your way in. I know, but I brought a guest. Just hear him out. I'm going inside.
Hi, so you ghosted me?
I didn't. Just busy.
Busy watching basketball? Help me out here. What did I do wrong? I'm so confused. It's driving me crazy.
You didn't do anything. I was just over in my head. I thought you liked me, but I figured that I'm not your type.
My type?
I saw you talking to that girl at the fair. She was so pretty. Well, I'm nothing like her. Of course she would be more your type.
Oh, that's what all this is about? She's just a friend. Do you think it was a coincidence that I approached you in the hallway and the cafeteria? I do like you. I just never got around to say it.
What? What about Valentine's Day and that Cupid kid?
That? I got shy and panicked. I liked you from the first day I saw you in the hallway. I became friends with you to get to know you. The real you. And I still like you. Please, don't punish me for my cowardice.
Oh, I like you too. I liked you from the start too.
Would you want to be my girlfriend? I wish the situation was a little more romantic, but...
Yes! I would like that. Oh God, what fresh chaos is this? We're dating! God help us all. Finally! 2 of the slowest people in the world. Wait, you knew he liked me? Duh, I knew from the first day. It was obvious, babes. Then why didn't you tell me? And where would be the romance in that? And here I thought you didn't believe in romance at all. In the end, it all worked out perfectly. I found the best boyfriend ever. Someone who truly loved me for who I was. Looking back, all my past attempts to change myself seem so silly now. And to anyone who's ever felt they needed to be someone else to be loved, just know this. Being yourself, your truest self, is always more than enough.
Hey, I'm Madison, and I was born into a well-off family. My parents are successful entrepreneurs who always fulfill their dearest daughter's wishes. Beautiful face, supermodel figure, I have both. But unfortunately, I'm not the only one. I have a limelight-hogging twin sister, Olivia. Since elementary school, my sister has won loads of trophies for her singing. Everyone was so spellbound by her that they seemed to completely forget about me. And it didn't help when Mom dressed us the same. Meanwhile, Dad was always like, "Whoa, I can barely tell my 2 princesses apart. Maddie, if your sister is tied up with her singing, you could help fill in her place in class." Ugh, it's not funny. At all! Especially when that kind of came true. Later at 14, when I was still trying to figure out what today's homework was, my sister went and won The Voice Kids. At school, everyone kept giving me gifts and praises just to walk off on me as soon as they realized I wasn't Olivia. Hey, it's not like I intentionally tricked them. Trust me, I'm just as sick and tired of all this as everyone else, so I decided to take action. Ta-da! Did you recognize me? Still Madison here. The one-of-a-kind Madison with pixie hair, smoky eyes, nude lipstick, and this edgy outfit. I look different, right? But... Oh, are you cosplaying Olivia in her upcoming MV? Madison, you're ruining your sister's image. I tried to be different from her, but it couldn't change the fact that I'm the twin sister of a famous singer. There's so many things I wanted to do, but just imagine if I tried out for the cheerleading team or a modeling contest. People would be, "Look at the tragic Olivia wannabe." The name Olivia gradually became something that haunted me, and now she's constantly gaining in fame while I remain in her shadow. I have my own dream of becoming a model too, and I've gone to every audition I could, but so far, no luck. Oh right, let's check on my new video. Maybe YouTube will be the Kickstarter for my rise to fame. Remember to remove your makeup thoroughly, and the last step is subscribe to my channel to stay updated with the latest makeup trends. It's only been 10 hours, but look at this. There are over 200,000 views and 1,000 comments. Yay! Let's see. Like if you watch this just because you thought this was Olivia. When you're boring but you have a famous sister. Olivia, you're the GOAT. Please reply to my comment. What on earth is going on here? No one talked about the video content. It's all about Olivia. Why can't I get rid of that name? I am Madison. Frustrated, I closed the laptop to leave, but turned around to see the mean girls surrounding me. Silly, you should have titled it Skincare Tips from Olivia's Sister. There would have been millions of views by now. Someone with no talent like you should just stay in the dark. Please. Shut up! Just wait. One day y'all gonna become my fans too. Finally, what a long day. But isn't every beginning tough? Me quitting would be exactly what those mean girls wanted, so I can't give up now. I was struggling to set up my camera when Mom opened the door and peeked in. You started a YouTube channel? Why not ask your sister to help promote it? But no worry. Everyone can obviously see that you're Olivia's sister. You'll probably receive a gold button soon anyway. Ugh, what do you know? I don't even need her help. And please stop entering my room without knocking. Nobody acknowledges my effort just because I look like her. Fine then, just wait and see. In 2 more months, I'll be 18 and be able to do one thing I've been dreaming of. That will put an end to all this unfairness I had to suffer. This is it, the moment I've been waiting for. Right here, right now, I'll be reborn. I'm ready to start my life anew. You can open your eyes and look at yourself, Ms. Lewis. Okay, 3, 2, 1. OMG in the mirror. A beautiful face. A stranger. Not like Olivia's or anyone I ever know. Finally, I can live my life with my famous sister out of my way. I wonder how my parents would react to this face that I myself don't even recognize. Hey, I'm home. Hello? But who are you? It's Madison, aren't you? What happened? Did you get plastic surgery? Plastic surgery? Didn't you say you were on vacation with your friends? Your beautiful face. Why did you? You mean Olivia's beautiful face. I'm done living in her shadow. Then I ran straight to my room, leaving them there all stunned. The next morning at school, all the girls' curious eyes were on me. And the boys? Needless to say, people were buzzing around. But there was no Olivia nor Madison to be heard. Nobody recognized me. I am the one and only now. Hey, Angel. Are you lost? Let me show you around. Since when did this mean girl become so friendly? You moving here is the right decision. Our school is the best in the state. Boring. If it weren't for my parents' new investment in this area, I wouldn't be at this shabby place. This fame-seeking silly girl instantly bought my bluffing. Her eyes widened, looking at me like a puppy. Then she did everything I asked her to. Buying me sodas, carrying my bag for me, and even wiping my seat. Suddenly, Alicia walked over and nudged Zara. Where have you been? I told you to get me a latte. And who's she? Oh, this is my new bestie. And you should go get your latte yourself, as I'll be busy showing my friend here around, right? Alicia's frown face was a picture. What a solid friendship these mean girls have. But the fun had only just begun. As the teacher did a roll call, I raised my hand up at the sound of Madison Lewis. The whole class gasped. And you betcha, Alicia and Zara's bewildered faces were hilarious. Didn't see that coming, huh? By recess, the whole school had heard the breaking news. Me, Madison, just got plastic surgery. Some were showering me with flattery, while some just kept judging the size of my eyes or my nose bridge, blah, blah, blah. But no one compared me to Olivia anymore. They just forgot about my famous twin sister. That's all I need. Madison is unique. Ouch! What's wrong with you? Are you blind? It was you going the wrong way, Madison. He looks so familiar, but I still can't think of his name. It's Dylan. Have you seriously forgotten my name already? That's right! My old neighbor Dylan. His family must have moved back to town again. But how could you recognize me right away? You look a bit different, but I can still tell from your voice. Forget the past. I'm the new Madison, the best version of Madison. Then I walked away from him. Now I'm finally free to do whatever I want without being compared to Olivia. I easily got that cheerleading captain title. From this spot, I can see all the impressed spectators and Zara's look of fury. She was the former captain who got dethroned by me. Then I went on and won the school beauty contest too. Alicia's boyfriend, Sid, even dumped her to chase after me. Who's the loser now, girl? But of course, a jerk like him didn't interest me, so I bluntly rejected him in front of everyone. One afternoon while I was going home, Sid jumped out of nowhere and blocked my way. Babe, girls are lining up to date me, but I picked you. Be my girl and you'll see. Come on, just one dinner. Let go of me! Suddenly, a big-looking guy rushed in, scared Sid off, and then offered to take me home. He introduced himself as Isaac, and turns out we were in the same chemistry class. Oh God, how come I never noticed this handsome boy? Probably chemistry had sucked the life out of me every time I entered that lab room, but it's okay. We can rebuild our chemistry here now. After that day, we texted each other all of the time, and a week later, we became an item. Fast, yes, but when you know, you know. Isaac took care of me during workouts, waited in the salon for hours, and even kept me updated with fashion trends. He's just perfect. But one time, when we walked hand in hand at the mall, I caught sight of Dylan's cold face. I suddenly felt awkward and tried to avoid his gaze. Strange, but why bother? Isaac and I were too busy discussing our upcoming plans anyway. I finally released my second video, and no one mentioned Olivia. But Gigi, Bella, Lily, Maymac? Now they're seeing me like those hot girls? Ridiculous! And talk kept coming about how I look like other stars. Maybe she brought their photos and asked the surgeon to copy them, but no way can replica compete with the original. Still, isn't it better to resemble your own sibling than being some stranger's copycat? So, did I really look like a carbon copy of someone else? Again? I rushed to Isaac. He's the only one I can trust.
Just a little, babe. But if you don't like it, there's always a way.
So I continued to undergo many other surgeries to find the perfect, unique Madison. Isaac was always there to encourage me. He was the one who suggested what part I should fix next. Sharper jawline, thinner nose, fuller lips. He has an eye for this, right?
Seems like your eyes still need some fixing. I'll take you there next week.
More? I know Isaac only wanted the best for me, but after pouring my fortune on endless plastic surgeries, I was completely broke, and no way would my parents agree to lend me some. Why not ask Isaac, you wonder? I can't do that. I'm not a gold digger. The surgery appointment was coming up, but I still couldn't gather enough money. What to do?
What's wrong? Fighting with your guy?
Desperate to offload, I blurted out my problem. So, could you help me out? I'll pay you back as soon as possible.
I don't know why you think you need all this surgery. If Isaac really loved you, no way would he make you do this. Let me knock some sense into this dude.
Dylan seemed so mad. I tried to pull his hand, but to no avail. Thank goodness someone blocked him. That's Olivia. I don't know what she said, but Dylan calmed down and went inside. Then Olivia walked towards me. You're already so pretty, Madison. Don't mind what others say. You guys don't know me at all. I'd rather be weirdly ugly than be pretty, but look the same as someone else. I don't want to be a copy of anyone. Then I stormed off immediately. Waking up after a restless night, I was reaching my phone to call Isaac, then saw an envelope of money on the nightstand. Is this from Olivia? Why did she... Never mind. No time to think, else I'm gonna be late for my appointment. Look, my face has healed just in time for my graduation ceremony. Pretty, huh? But I haven't been able to bring myself to be happy at all, as it's been over a month since Isaac ghosted me. After the eye surgery that day, Isaac insisted I have my nose fixed too. I said I needed more time to recover, but he got annoyed and just left. I've been looking forward to this graduation, which is compulsory for everyone, so he won't be able to avoid me anymore. My parents came too, but probably for Olivia, and today's spotlight is definitely hers. Suddenly, the crowd surrounding my sister gravitated to something else. Hang on, Isaac? Oh my God. Standing next to him is a girl who looks exactly like me, and her dress is identical to the one Isaac once gave me. I rushed over to confront him, but he flung me away. Wow, how buzzing! Both the real deal and the knockoff are here. Can you even tell them apart, Isaac?
Stop saying nonsense. My princess is the one and only.
Hey, you really do look a lot like me. Who are you? So after countless surgeries, I was still a doppelganger? All I want is just to be myself, to be unique. Why is it so hard? I felt rage filling up my body. I ran to the restroom to calm myself down, but it didn't help because I overheard the truth. Isaac and Naomi broke up when she moved abroad with her family. Guess she's back now. Yeah, how much he must love her to do all this. Great, now I get it. Isaac only wanted me to get plastic surgery to look like Naomi. But once his ex is back, He threw me away like a broken toy. So the gossip girls at school are definitely not missing out on this chance to mock me. Girls, stop! My sister, it's you who needs to stop. Don't you know you're the cause of everything? Calm down, Madison. It's completely normal to look like someone. To me, and to your family, you've always been the one and only Madison. No! I've never been seen as the only one! Then I told Dylan everything I'd bottled up inside, why I absolutely needed plastic surgery, why I was so obsessed with the fact that I resembled my sister. Everybody had always thought of me merely as Olivia's shadow. I never knew that's how you felt. I'm sorry, Madison. We are such bad parents. Startled, I turned around to see everyone. Madison, I've never looked down on you. I only thought I could use my reputation to make things easier for you. We always try to do the best we can for you two. We thought this change in appearance was what you wanted. If only we'd realized the painful reason behind it. Oh, wow. They actually cared this much about me? I cried even louder and ran straight into their open arms. Maybe Dylan was right. Maybe I really am special just for who I am, not for what I look like. The next day, I went to school to clear out my locker. High school is over. Now I can shake off all the bad memories I had here. Let's start things anew. Oh, finally found you. Naomi, right? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to copy you. I didn't know. It's all right. I know it wasn't your fault. I swear I had no idea Isaac was that much of a jerk. I immediately dumped him and exposed him online. How could he think us girls are just replaceable items? He even had the cheek to cry and beg me, but men like him don't ever deserve to be near us. I thought you'd be angry with me. For what? Madison, I'm truly sorry for what you had to go through, but everything has a bright side to it, don't you think? What do you think about having another twin sister? My dream of becoming a star on a runway has finally come true, but the most amazing thing was finding a companion with the same passion as me, who's none other than my new identical twin, Naomi. Bet no one can tell us apart. Miss Madison Lewis, would you go on a date with me after this? Oh, but I'm Naomi. Don't ever think you can fool me, Madison. You've always been different in my eyes.
I was rushing to finish homework when suddenly a screeching shout startled me. Julia, why did you hide the letter Ben sent me? What? You've lost your mind, Katie. I already gave it to you. And didn't you say this guy was too ordinary for you? Why are you such a liar? This Ben guy tried calming her down, but it was too late. Everyone around us was already whispering. Ugh, I was not to blame for this. Guess what? That girl putting on the poor me act is my sister, Katie. We once were really close, but suddenly, boom, she changed. Now all she does is pick a fight with me. Oh, thank God. Here are my people. My dance club friends. Only dancing could help liven up my mood right now. We were happily chatting on the way to practice when suddenly, Julia, where are you going? Get back to class right now. Finals week is coming. No way. You don't know how Katie just embarrassed me in front of the whole class. I'll never go back there. Stop making excuses. Then he dragged me back to the classroom. That's Max, my overbearing older brother. His catchphrases include, Julia, where are you going? Remember to come back before 9 p.m. You still have lots of homework to do. Or, Julia, come back and change your clothes. The dress you're wearing is too short. You see, I'm 16, not 6. Why does he keep treating me like a child? Worse still, this semester, he decided to move to my school to be able to watch my every step or something. Ugh, it's unbearable. After school, I came home exhausted, but unfortunately, this awful day was not over yet. Dad was there waiting for me, my report card in hand. Julia, there's not even a single B on here. Those dumb equations just wouldn't stick to my head. Dad, I've tried. Tried, you say? So it has nothing to do with you skipping school to go dancing, huh? Oh no, in her hand were a bunch of pictures of me practicing. Okay then, it's about time I let my parents know about my passion anyway. I think I want to pursue something else, which is dance. No, Julia, studying is the only way. I don't care what you do, as long as your grades improve. Please learn from your brother and sister. Study, 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 study all the time! I angrily stormed upstairs and slammed shut my door. Then I heard my mom's voice whispering outside. Never mention dancing again, Julia. Give it up. That silly hobby won't do you any good. What does she know? She isn't even my actual mom. Yes, they're just mine and Max's adoptive parents. I bet if my actual mom and dad were still alive, they'd understand and not forbid me from following my dreams. But life is too cruel, as our parents died 10 years ago in a traffic accident. Then Max and I were in an orphanage until we were adopted and came to live here with our adoptive parents, a biology professor, a housewife, and their daughter, Katie. After a restless night of overthinking, the next morning I trudged through the schoolyard like a zombie. Suddenly, a tall figure crashed into me. Ouch! The guy apologized profusely. Then he told me he hadn't been paying attention as he was too engrossed in a cool video. Oh, this is our club's dance video I posted yesterday. We immediately started chatting. So, his name is Daniel. He's a new transfer student here, but already a big fan of our club. We were watching another video together when his phone screen popped up a message. Hey, are you free tomorrow night? Katie? Oh, that's definitely my sister Katie. Why does she have to appear everywhere? Anyway, after I parted ways with Daniel, I excitedly ran to the practice room to tell my friends about our new hardcore fan. I waved at them, but they just ignored me. Weird. Hey guys, what's wrong? Don't you know? Julia, yesterday your mom called everyone asking to disband the club. Your mom even blamed me for being a bad influence and distracting you from studying. So please, stay away from us from now on. What? My mom said that? How did she even know their numbers? You're welcome, Pumpkin. I've helped you introduce your dear friends to Mom. They seem to get along really well, don't they? Katie? Again? Why am I even surprised? I stumped after her. Then from afar, I spotted Daniel waving at her as they passed by each other, and she immediately turned on her flirty mode. I suddenly thought up a great idea. Well, just wait and see, my beloved sister. When Katie walked off, I quickly ran over to chat with Daniel, and it didn't take long for me to lure him into my trap. My friends are all going on about the new Jurassic World movie. Have you seen it? I want to watch it too, but I have no one to go with. Is that so? Actually, I was planning on seeing that movie this weekend. Let's go together. Bingo! The fish has taken the bait. Katie, you took away the one thing I love the most, and now watch me do the same to you. That Saturday night, I happily went to the cinema in a pretty dress. No sign of Daniel yet, so I got to my seat first. But, Julia, what on earth are you doing here? Oh, Katie, the prey even showed up by herself. Nice. She immediately jumped on me, accusing me of stalking and ruining her date. We argued loudly until a member of staff kicked us out. A few days later, Daniel and I met at a cafe he chose. But right away, I saw Katie at the next table. Again. She seemed to be waiting for someone. I walked over to her. You're so persistent on being a third wheel. She was so angry but couldn't say anything. I went back to the table and sat with Daniel. Huh? What? There's ketchup all over my dress! That does it! So I lunged at her and we started brawling. And here we are, at the cop station, waiting to be bailed out. As soon as Mom arrived, Katie put on her waterworks hat and sobbed about how I was trying to steal away the love of her life. I couldn't be around either of them anymore, so I left with Daniel. We weren't far from the cop station when Max rushed out from nowhere. Stay away from my sister! And why would I? Then my brother punched Daniel in the face. What are you doing? It's Katie. She's the one who keeps messing with us. No, Julia. Katie is just a victim. Stop seeing this guy. Great. Now even Max was defending Katie. I helped Daniel up and left with him despite Max's calls from behind. The next day, I was putting things in my locker when I saw Max and Katie passing by, looking real close. They were whispering something to each other, as if his real sister was her, not me. Fine then, if that meant I would stop being supervised. Katie still wouldn't leave me alone though. There were countless times she squeezed between me and Daniel, laughing with him as if I didn't exist. Another time, when we were about to kiss, she jumped out of nowhere, gave Daniel a concert ticket, then the two of them left together. So annoying. Honestly, it's no longer about taking revenge on Katie anymore. I do feel happy when I'm with Daniel. He seemed to want to be with me too, but why didn't he just reject Katie? But at least it was me he invited to the prom this Friday, not her. That night, I excitedly put on my prom dress, curled my hair, did my nails. Everything's all set. Daniel would be here soon. I opened the door to go downstairs when, oh no, it had been locked from outside. My parents were on vacation, so it had to be my cruel siblings. I immediately called my parents, but all I received was, "You shouldn't be even thinking about prom, considering how bad your grades have been lately. Stay home and study." Right at that moment, there was the sound of an engine outside. I ran to the window and saw Katie getting into Daniel's car. I banged on the door and yelled, but only Max's voice came from outside. "Julia, that guy is not good at all. Just leave this to me and Katie." Why are you on her side and not mine? Why is everyone turning their back on me? I felt like such an outsider in this family, so from then on, I did my best to ignore them all. I passed without a word as Max and Katie gathered around our parents after their trip. Then I stayed silently in my room, ignoring Max's call outside the door. I also tried ignoring Daniel, but he continued calling me. "I think you've got the wrong number. I'm not Katie." "Huh? Julia, what's wrong with you?" Let's see. You left me alone and went to prom with Katie? "Oh, that? I already saw Katie waiting as I arrived. She said you'd already left for prom with your friends. I looked for you everywhere. I was thinking about you the whole party." Gosh, Katie is taking things too far. Even my poor Daniel has to put up with her stupid tricks. "Baby, what should I do to make you feel better? How about a road trip? Let's spend this weekend together, just us two." Honestly, all I need is Daniel's sweet voice to make my anger go away. I'd love that. I'm so sick and tired of being in this nightmare house. Being alone with Daniel felt amazing. After 2 hours of driving, we pulled up at a gas station to take a break, and he told me to pick anything I wanted. "This trip is on me. I have to make it up for my princess, don't I?" Oh, how did I get such a wonderful boyfriend? I stuffed my face with snacks as I waited for Daniel to return from the restroom. What's taking him so long? Just as I was going to step outside to look for him, the cashier stopped me. "I'm sorry, miss. You haven't paid for those. Also, your friend left you this." Then he gave me a bunch of papers. One of them was a note saying, "Surprise! Take this as your first life lesson, honey. Don't be so gullible. If you're wondering why you deserve all this, go ask your lovely brother Max. Din." I stared down at the other papers. Receipts! This came to hundreds. He'd grab all these random things, including 5 boxes of Mountain Dew. Is this for real? How could this guy be the guy I was deeply in love with just seconds ago? I was on the verge of breaking down. But first, I still had this huge bill to pay. Oh God, where do I get the money for all this? Should I call my family for help? No way. I could already hear Max scolding, then my parents nagging, and Katie's scornful look. And so I begged the store owner to let me work here to pay back the bill. It's not so bad. At least I wouldn't have to go home. But only, I kept on messing up. I clogged the slushy machine so the floor was covered in sugared ice. I knocked over the sunglasses stand while cleaning and constantly counted change incorrectly. It was a disaster. Maybe if I'd pay more attention in math, it wouldn't be this bad. I tried everything, but all I did was create more trouble instead of paying back the money. Eventually, they kicked me out. And now all I can do is sit at this abandoned bus stop, not knowing where to go or who to find. Thinking about my life with my family before made me tear up. If only... Suddenly, a familiar car stopped in front of me. Dad!
"Julia, here you are. Everyone's been frantically searching for you. I'm so glad you're okay. Why did you scare us like this?"
I'm sorry, Dad. Dancing is my only passion, but I knew you wouldn't accept it.
"No, Julia. I'd never stop you pursuing what you love. I used to think you were just making up excuses for being lazy."
Right at that moment, another car pulled over. It was Max, my mom, and even Katie.
"What on earth are you doing? If you keep acting like this, Mom and Dad will kick us out." "Max, why would you think such a thing?"
Max let go of me, then hesitantly said,
"I know you take education very seriously, so I always try my best at school. Julia and I are just adopted, so..."
Actually, I'm adopted too. I've overheard this once from Mom and Dad. So ever since then, I was scared they'd love Julia more than me and throw me out.
"Oh, my baby, it's true. We adopted all 3 of you. This doesn't change a thing. You're our children and we love you all, and only wish for you to care and look out for each other."
Whoa, this was all too much to take in. My emotions were all over the place and I didn't know whether to smile or cry.
Secrets only make us misunderstand one another, so from now on, we won't hide anything, okay?
On that note, I'm sorry, honey. Let me tell you all this one last secret that I've been keeping to myself all these years. It turned out that my adoptive mom was mine and Max's biological dad's ex. After our parents died, she offered to take us in. Our adoptive dad didn't know the story behind that, and he only knew about an ex of my adoptive mom who was a pro dancer. Mom was so afraid Dad would find out about me and my brother's true identity and be angry, so she tried her best to hide my dance talent. But she never expected her husband to be this generous and understanding. So, all problems were resolved and family peace was restored. Oh boy, I miss home so much. But now is not the time to go back. Us 3 siblings had one more important task: expose Daniel. Can you believe that Daniel turned out to be my brother's best friend from his old school? Daniel misunderstood my brother's friendship for love, so when Max rejected him, he felt like a fool and started causing problems for Max. That's why Max transferred schools, but Daniel followed him there. Knowing Max loved his 2 sisters very much, he deliberately approached us both and played tricks to make us resent each other. After that time at the police station, Max told Katie about this and worked up a plan to expose Daniel. We found Daniel's current partner and invited him to meet them at a diner. Then we told him everything his boyfriend had done. Needless to say, he was so angry he finished with Daniel and exposed his true face to the whole school. Facing a barrage of criticism, Daniel was scared and apologized to the 3 of us and promised to make up for it. Well, now that I have a happy family, I can freely pursue my dance passion. What else do I need? Just looking at Daniel being subservient is enough to satisfy me.